Yeah, hello all. Hi viewers. Welcome back to our YouTube sessions. So here in today's session, I will let you know how can we create SAP query. So hope you know what exactly the SAP query is, and I think you all have gone through the previous video which I have uploaded. So in which you can able to know what exactly the difference between SAP query as well as a report. So if you haven't gone through that, I recommend you to go through that video first, then you can watch this video. So anyhow, I will let you know how can we create the SAP query in this session. So before that, let me give you what exactly the requirement is. So how can we achieve that by using the or by creating the SAP query in standard SAP. So now here the requirement is, see, this is what is the creation of SAP query. And here the requirement is to create one SAP query to get the report of all the ordered quantities as well as the confirmed quantities. So here the business would like to get the report of ordered quantity as well as the confirmed quantity of a customer for a particular material in a single report. So now we are going to achieve that. So before that, let me give you the heads up of the requirement. See here, if we take any customer, for example, let us take, this is what is the customer, and if this customer place an order for material, for example, Dolo 600. So this is what is the material. And if that customer has placed the order for the quantity of 10. So this is what is nothing but ordered quantity. So it not mean that whatever the quantity the customer has ordered, all the quantity has to be get delivered, right? So if the stock of the material is not available, so for example, if the ordered quantity is 10 here and the stock of the material 4 is available in the SAP, then the confirmed quantity here will be only 4. Okay, so here the business would like to get the report of what exactly the ordered quantity of the material by a customer and how much quantity got confirmed. So here the business can take an appropriate decision to meet the requirement. For example, if the total ordered quantity means if the ordered quantity of a material is, for example, 100, this is what is the total requirement, and if only 60 quantity got confirmed, then the company can take a decision to manufacture the remaining 40 quantity, or the company can procure it from the vendor. So whatever it may be, it will be based on the business process. So here anyhow the requirement is to create the query. So now we have to go through the creation of SAP query. So now I will go through some steps and I will let you know one by one, so how you can achieve this requirement. So here I will use the transaction SQ00 to create the SAP query. And here we have some more transactions. I will let you know them. But now let me go through SQ00. So here, if you go through environment, so in the query areas, So here you can able to see standard area as well as global area. So here the standard area means client specific, means in which client you have made the configuration, you can able to view it in the same client. You can able to use it in the same client. But if it is the cross client, so what it means is if you have the changes in one client, that will be applicable to the other clients also. So now here I would like to use SAP standard area. Here I would like to use the standard area. So now let me choose this. So here what I would like to do is I would like to create a new SAP query. But anyhow, before creation of the query, we have to create user groups as well as info set. So now let me create the user group first. So here what I am doing is I will go through the transaction SQ03, which is to create the user group. So now let me execute the transaction SQ03, and here we can see that user groups, right? User groups initial screen. So here let me create one user group, that is nothing but SD underscore user. So this is what is the user group which we are creating. So SD underscore user is the user group. So now let me click on create. So here we have to give some name to the user group. So now let me name it as SAPSD user. And now let me save it. So here user group SD underscore user is already saved, which means that we already have created the user group, which is nothing but SD underscore user. So now let me go back from here, and here we have already completed the first step, that is nothing but we have created the user group. So in the second step, what we are going to do is we will create info set. So for which I will use the transaction SQ02. So now let me go through the transaction SQ02, and here we can able to see this is what is the info set initial screen. So here let me create one info set. So here info set is nothing but this is set of information which we are keeping in the info set. So I will let you know this by creating this. So here let me name to the info set as confirmed quantity. So here the name of the info set is confirmed quantities. So now let me click on create here. So here we have to name the info set. So here the name of the info set is confirmed quantities. Next tab here, which is nothing but table join by using the base table. So here what I would like to do is I would like to get the details, means the fields from the tables of VBAK. So where we can able to see what is the document, means sales document, in the same way sold to party, and I would like to get the ordered quantity from the table of VBAP and the confirmed quantity which I would like to get from the table of VBEP. So now I would like to join these three tables. So here I am using the main table as VBAK, and now let me click on enter. So here we can able to see VBAK table is there, and in which we can able to see all the fields. So now let me join another table, that is nothing but VBAP. So now I have given two tables here, VBAK as well as VBAP. And now I would like to add one more table here, that is nothing but VBEP. So here I am just clicking on insert table, then here let me give VBEP. So here I have given VBAK and VBAP as well as VBEP. So here why I have given these three tables is nothing but we can get the customer details as well, means the customer number, in the same way sales document number from the table of VBAK, and the ordered quantity which we can get from the table of VBAP, and the confirmed quantity, that's what we can get from the table of VBEP. So that is the reason I have taken these three tables here to generate the info set. So now after taking these three tables, I am just clicking on this info set maintenance, and here if you click info set maintenance, then here you can able to see three fields, nothing but three field groups. So what these field groups are nothing but, if you click the first one, then which includes all the table fields in the info set, and if you click the second one, which includes only the key fields from the tables in your info set, and now the last option here is create empty field groups. So which means the info set will create with the empty fields from these tables. So now let me click on continue here. See what it means is, if we can see here, we have given three tables, right? One is VBAK and the second one is VBAP and the third one is VBEP. But if we can see here, no fields are selected for the info set because we have taken the last option. So if you click on the last option, then you have to take the fields manually from the tables. So now here in this case, let me go through the first table. So here it is nothing but the table VBAK. So as we have already discussed, I would like to get two fields. I would like to take two fields from VBAK. Those are nothing but, one is customer number, right? So Kunar is the first field. So this is what is the field which I am just dragging it to the first group here, nothing but sales document header data. So here if you expand it, you can able to see sold to party is there. So this is what is the field which I have added from the table. And now we have to add one more field from the same table, which is nothing but sales document. So this is what is also I am dragging into the same field group. So now we have two fields in sales document header data. Now let me go through the second table here. That is nothing but VBAP, from which I would like to get material number. So I am dragging this field also here. So I have dragged that field to VBAP, and one more field I would like to get from the same table, which is nothing but ordered quantity. So now let me find that field here. See, this is what is the cumulative order quantity. So I am just dragging this field into VBAP table. So here we have 4 fields. One is sales document and the second one is sold to party, and here material number as well as ordered quantity. So we have taken 4 fields, and now we have to take one more field, that is nothing but confirmed quantity. So that field will be available from the table VBEP. So I am just going through the table VBEP. So now let me expand this, and here confirmed quantity field is there, right? So I am just taking this field into the field group. So here we have taken totally 5 fields in our info set. So now let me generate the info set. So after taking the fields from the tables, what we have to do is we have to generate the info set. So for which, let me click on generate. So this is the option, the third option, and you can also use the shortcut key, which is nothing but Shift plus F6. So here now let me click on it. So here you can able to see that info set confirmed quantities, which is already generated. See, we have already generated the info set, right? So now let me go back from here. And here we have gone through creation of user group. That's what we have already done. Then we have created the info set also. So now in the third step, what I will do is I will take our info set. This is what is our info set, right? So what I will do is I will take our info set and I will assign it to the user group. So now let me go back from here and let me go through the transaction. SQ02. So here our info set is confirmed quantities, right? So here let me go through roles and user group assignment. So this is what is the option which you have to click on that, and here you can able to see all the user groups available. So here let me go through our user group. Yeah, here our user group is SD underscore user. So this is what is the group which we have created. So now I am assigning the table to this. So we have to click here, then we have to save. So here you can able to see that new assignment has already saved. So now you have to go back from here. See, now we have gone through the creation of user group. Then we have created info set also. And we have assigned the info set to the user group. Now we are going to create the SAP query. So now for which I will use the transaction SQ01, and here see, if you go here to other user groups and if you click on other user groups here you can able to find all the user groups which are available. So here our user group is SD underscore user, right? So now let me take it and let me choose this. So here the queries of the user group SD underscore user. Now it is visible here. So now what we have to do is in this user group, we are going to create a new query. So now let me create the new query. The query is confirmed quantities. So the query name is confirmed quantities. So now let me click on create here, and here if you click on create, then the system will propose the info set. So this is what is only the info set which we have already created for this, and we have assigned this info set to the user group. So that is the reason while you are clicking on create, the system is proposing the info set here. So now you have to select this, and now you have to give the title here. So you can give any title. So I am just giving confirmed quantities, and see here, if you click on basic list, here you can able to see what exactly the tables which you have given. So now in our case, we have given VBAK, VBAP and VBEP. So here we have to choose what exactly are the fields which we would like to get in the report. So here, if you can notice here, if we click on sales document, then you can able to find sales document here. What I would like to do now is, let me take sold to party first. So here sold to party is the first field, and sales document is the second field, and material number is the third field, and here ordered quantity is the fourth field, and confirmed quantity is the fifth field. So now I have taken these 5 fields into our report. So now let me save that. And now let me go back from here and see. Here already we have gone through the basic list, right? And now you have to go through the next screen here. So for which you have to click F6, or else you just can click on the next screen option here. So here you can able to see what exactly the field groups which you have given. So what exactly the field groups which you would like to get them into the report, that's what you have to select from here. So now let me select these 3 field groups which are eligible for the report. And now let me go through the next screen here. So here, which consists of sales document number sold to party, material number, as well as ordered quantity and confirmed quantity. So I have taken only these 5 fields in the report. So while we are generating the report, only these 5 fields will be available there. And if you want the text also, you have to click these 2. And now let me go through the next screen here. So here, this is what is for the selection fields. Means while you are executing the report, what exactly the field values which you are going to pass in order to get the desired result. So those are nothing but the input fields. So here the input fields sold to party as well as sales document number, or sold to party as well as material number. So here I am just giving sold to party as well as material number to execute the report. So now let me save it. So here changes in the query confirmed quantity are already saved. So now let me go back from here. So here if you can see, here we have created one query that is nothing but, so this is the one, confirmed quantity is the query, and here the title is confirmed quantities, and here the info set is confirmed quantities which we have created, and here you can able to see the tables. See here the tables which we have already given to join. So that's what we can able to see here. So now let us see how the report, means how the query is working. So for which let me select it and let me go through the test option here. So here we need not give some variants. I will let you know about the variant concept later. At the time you can create your own variants and you can use them wherever you want. But here in this case I am not giving any variant. I am just clicking on enter. So now let me execute the, see here we have two fields in the selection criteria. Those are nothing but sold to party as well as material number. Because we have selected only these two fields as the selection parameters. So now let me give the sold to party here. So this is what is the sold to party, and you can give the material also. If the report is for material specific, then you can give the material also. But I am just executing it now. So here see, we can able to see what is the sold to party number and what is the sales document number and what is the material for which, what is the ordered quantity and what is the confirmed quantity. So here we can able to see ordered quantity and confirmed quantity will be same, because we are keeping thousands of stock available for the delivery. That is the reason we can able to see order quantity as well as the confirmed quantity will be same. But let me create one material, then I can able to show it better. So for which what I will do is I will create the material now. So I am just giving the material number as Dolo 400. So I'm just going to create this material and I will give less stock and I will create the order for more stock, for more quantity. So here let me give the availability check as 02. So MRP type is PD and MRP controller is 000 and lot size is EX, and here schedule margin key is 000. So here we have to give the valuation class also. So I am just giving 7920 is the valuation class. So now we have created the material, nothing but Dolo 400. So for which what I will do is I will post some stock. So now let me go through MB1C, and here the movement type is 561 and our plant is B100 and the storage location is B103. And now let me give the material here, which is nothing but Dolo 400, for which I am just posting the stock of 10 quantity. So already the stock got posted, and if you would like to see the stock availability, you just can go through the transaction MMBE, and here you can give our material Dolo 400, and if you execute here, you can able to see what is the stock available. So here in the unrestricted use, we can able to see 10 quantity of the stock is available. So now let me create the sales order for that material. So I am just creating the sales order now. So here I am giving the sold to party number, and now let me give the material Dolo 400. So for which we already have seen that quantity of 10 is available. So now I will give the ordered quantity as 25. So here only 10 quantity is getting confirmed because only 10 quantity is available in the stock. So now let me click on copy, and now I would like to save this. See here the sales order is already saved, and now let us go through our report. SQ00, and this is what is the our report, right? So now let me execute it, and here I have given sold to party as our customer number, and here the material is Dolo 400. So now let me execute it. See, here we can able to see that this is sold to party number, and this is what? Sales document number, and this is the material, and the ordered quantity is 25, but the confirmed quantity is only 10. So like this, let me execute the report for only the customer. It is customer specific report. So if we execute the report for only this customer, here we can able to see the total ordered quantity is 719, but the confirmed quantity is 473. So now the business will come to know what exactly they have to do in order to meet the requirement. So if you want, we can also go through the material specific report. For example, Vaccine 150 is our material. So for Vaccine 150, the total ordered quantity is 191. Here we can see that all orders from only one sold to party, but different sales order numbers. So here the total ordered quantity is 191, but the confirmed quantity is only 131. So here the company has to be delivered later, so for which the company can start manufacturing, or else the company can procure the materials from the vendor. So whatever it may be, that will be done by the business based on their business scenarios. So anyhow, hope you understand how to create the SAP queries, and if you have any queries in this regard, you can ask me now, or else you can ask me in the comment section, or else you can post your queries in the dedicated WhatsApp group, or else in the Telegram group. Then I can respond as soon as possible. So hope you are all clear with it. Thank you. Have a nice day.